We waiting for you. So anyway, before you even say anything,
yeah.
So let's. I'm gonna start it up like this. I don't know. I think they is cutting my head off. I don't know how to.
Mine too. It's all good.
It's all good. So let's talk about. I've been watching Jason for a while, right? And we had crossed paths years ago.
Yep.
And I was at a meeting at a networking event.
Okay, take it back.
And it's the truth. This is why I say I always tell people you have to connect with people and be in those places where people who are like-minded are, right? Absolutely. So we were in an event, we were at a networking event, and I'm not a networker, but I will, you know, people I see, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? So this cat, right? And he spoke as he always does, such a king. He is so honorable, right? So he spoke, and I was like, hey, what you got going on? And he was like, wow, you know, talk to me. What you need? And I said, I got something for you. And I kind of, you know how sometimes when people say, hey, I got something for you, or I'm going to reach out to you, and you be like, yeah, okay. But I really had something for you.
Yeah.
So I was glad that, one, I didn't know all of the things that he had going on at that time. Mm. And I was really glad that once I reached out to him, like, again, I speak about being flexible, right? Yeah. And, you know, but you can only do, and let's keep it honest, you can only do what you can do.
That's facts.
You know what I mean? Don't try and get other, if somebody says, hey, I want to reach out to you, I want to connect. If you don't have the time, be honest, because it's better if you just be honest and say, you know what, right now I got a lot going on. Can we circle back in a couple of weeks or whatever, versus saying I'm available. And then when they try to reach out, you're not available.
You're not available. Facts.
Right? So ran into Jason, and I had the script, and I was so excited when we finally connected. And then he comes into the audition, and everybody knew who Jason was, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's a slam!" Like, so he walked out, but he came, he knocked it out the park. He asked questions like within the parameters of the audition. Yeah. And so I have to introduce Atlanta's very own Jason Louder, right? Actor, producer, like what he's doing everything. Like, he's on an amazing journey. Amazing journey. Where he's doing some amazing things. You might have seen him on Black Lightning. Wu-Tang series. All these people coming in. But Jason is doing amazing things. But this is even deeper. There are people in the industry who are watching you that are in roles of decision-making positions. And so I'm glad to be able to have been a ring on this amazing journey. Jason played a major role in a film I casted last year. It was
I know, right? That was great. It was last year.
Yeah. And I think we had connected at the top of 2019 or the end of 2018. Yeah,
right, I think it was the end. I think it was the end.
Yeah.
2018. Yeah, that was around December, November.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it just, you know, you got to trust a higher power and understand that forces are working with you versus against you. And so with no further ado, I have to bring Jason in because he worked on another project. Now, this is one thing I will say. Your work ethic is immaculate. Like, Jason came and he did his thing. I mean, you know he's there. But then you're like, okay, oh, He's either studying his lines, helping somebody else.
Okay.
Like, so okay, so I digress.
No, it's love. I love it.
But so Jason, here's everybody. This is the live. This is Let's Talk About It Tuesday. And normally what I do is I'll answer some questions that people DM me on Instagram about acting, auditioning, just the industry overall, right? And so I bring a guest in towards the end. And today our guest is Jason Lowder, actor. And so Jason, bless the people today.
So you know what? Hey, thank you, Queen. I thank you, you know, like just for doing what you do. Because knowing that you're an advocate for us as actors, that means so much. And so I thank you for using your platform to, like, you know, to empower us and to allow us to partner with you. I mean, because I think we forget that, you know what? This is a team sport. You know what I'm saying? It's a team sport. So just knowing, man, I say thank you to everybody else as well. Like I see so many people who I've either worked with or who I've worked with or partnered with, and that's really dope to see because once again, I know what's up, everybody. This is truly it's you can't do this by yourself. Like this is an industry where you cannot do it by yourself. You know what I mean? So knowing that, hey man, we are all in this together, that's a beautiful thing to know. And so I'm grateful for that, Leslie. That's truly what I'm grateful for as well. But yeah, like our story, yeah, you broke the story down so well.
But you know what? And I'm gonna say this. Jason has access, and it's so funny because that's another question that I got, and it's so ironic because you have access to a lot of people in the industry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a level to understanding those connections, respecting and understanding those dynamics, and then there's that. Like Jason doesn't text me and call me and ask me questions. Like, you know, he's not just hitting people up saying, okay, so what you got going on? Like, you know, keep me in mind on your next project. He's not doing that. He's studying his craft. He's helping other people in his community that he's building. Like, so Jason, like, bless the people.
Oh. my thing is that because I think we are creatives, and because we're in a creative space, I really feel like the information. One thing my dad told me, he said, man, if you want to be a blessing, if you want to receive a blessing, bless somebody else, right? If you want love, you have to give love. If you want support, you have to give support. So like when he told me that, like that was a while ago when I was younger, right? It stayed with me. And I was like, man, you know what? My first objective or my first desire is to see where I could be of service. So when I meet people, I'm like, man, you know what? If I can help you in any way, please let me know. You know? And then from that service point, people say, well, hey, man, I'm doing this, I'm shooting this thing. Can you come in and can you hold the lights? Or can you come in and can you help one of my actors with their, like, and it's like, all right, cool, absolutely. And then later on, they'll be like, hey man, I got a really good project that I'm working on. I have a role for you. And it's like, wow. That's because I was of service first, and so that's one thing that I'm really learning, that's how it works. And then be authentic, learning to be authentic and have authentic relationships. It's like, man, Leslie, I know I can call you and be like, hey Leslie, what's going on? Everything good? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because it's authentic, and it's because that our connection was authentic from the beginning. So it's like, okay, this is how we operate. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that this is Atlanta is a beautiful city, And I think we as creatives, we support each other. And I love that about what we do. I see that we genuinely support each other and cheer for each other. You know what I'm saying? And so that's really important for me too, to build and be a part of a community that really is genuine about support and about really about helping one another, you know. And that's kind of that's all I've known since I've been acting. I've been acting since 2009.
Wow.
That's all I've known.
That's years. That's years. And the deep part about it is, you know, this is a timeless thing. You know, when you do a project, it is timeless. And you pick roles that are aligned with your spirit, with, you know, your ability to grow, your ability to challenge yourself. And so I'm loving seeing how you move in this industry, as it relates to not just how you help people, but how you continue to maneuver and grow. Not everybody does that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
And then more importantly, how you stay grounded. And you are still approachable. And I'm not talking about to me, but I see you in spaces, in public spaces. And I'm just on the side, just chilling. You know, head down. And, you know, you can see those people who move to service others and move to be served.
Wow.
It's a difference. You know, and you're mindful of that when you are in those places where you see it talented people, because then you say, this is beyond what they are, you know, their skill level. There is the human part of them that has to be on set.
Yes.
How will they move on set? How will they behave on set? That's another thing that most actors don't look at, but it's something that's critical and it's taken into consideration.
That's so true. And it's like knowing just recognizing and being knowledgeable and being, I guess, cognizant of the fact that somebody's always watching.
Yeah.
You know, and it's really it's dope too, because okay, I've been watching this Michael Jordan documentary. I gotta plug this Michael Jordan documentary.
Do it.
You know, but he said, yo, someone is always watching you. Yes. So if you're mindful of that, you're able to kind of conduct yourself in a space in a way that you're always at your, especially when it's work, when it's on, you know, on set. You're just be generous. Know that there's nobody. It takes a team. This thing, it takes a village. We're all working together for the same goal, right? So why am I going to be a butthole to others if I know that, man, listen, we're all working towards the same goal? So just knowing that and applying the golden rule, treat others as you want to be treated. Yo, that just, it's like you're going to win.
But you know what? That is so deep and profound because it works both ways.
Yes.
It works for me as a casting director as well. Because I can't speak to an artist, an actor, a producer or director, or anybody a certain way, because at the end of the day, we're all accountable for who we are.
Yes.
And you gotta, like, I want to work with good people.
Yes.
And I need them to know that I'm a good person to work with. So that goes both ways. I'm not going to be snappy. I'm going to ask you a question, but we in this together. And as an advocate for an actor, I need to make sure that you trust, one, that I have your back, but two, that I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Yes, you
said
I'm
on set for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm here to do a job, but I'm here to help you do your job.
100%.
You know what I mean? That's my goal, because I have to have actors who are trustworthy in that they got their craft, they got their part. And then they have to trust that I'm standing in the gap so that they are able to do their job. You know what I'm saying? And that's really important, because I've had a lot of people say to me, "You're so nice." And I'm wondering, what did that mean? Outside of
who else?
okay.
Yeah. Because
So,
maybe their experience hasn't been that. Maybe
right.
they're speaking from their experience that's not been that.
Right.
So we are able to breathe in a breath of fresh air to them and say, hey, listen, I can, I'm here as an advocate. We're a team.
Yeah.
So when they see that, it's like, wow, that's what is possible. Right. See, I like to bring people possibility. This is the possibility of us as, like I said, creatives coming together to accomplish a goal. Yes. And it's like, okay, boom, you know what? We're here together. And like you said, Leslie, I knew you had my back and all the other actors back the whole time we was on set. Like, I knew it. And I was like, yo, that's so dope. Like, it's dope to know that you got our back. And us to know that you have our back.
Yeah. I want to make it an environment where as much as I can, the talent understands that you have the ability to be creative.
Yes.
Because once you are on set, we know you can do the job.
Yeah.
And now with all the movement, and it's not always a play, every set is different. Every situation, every producer, director, casting director, every actor is different. Yep. And understanding that on each set, I mean, for me, that's why I study the scripts. Because I need to know where you need to be if you miss something. And then it's not about embarrassing you in front of. It's about being able to see when you have a moment to say, hey, okay, let's talk about this. Yeah. Do you need some help? Right. Because how you move is going to reflect on me as a casting director because I'm the advocate.
Yes.
To have you on the set.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I do.
So, and that's why you can't, guys, and this is, this talks about, again, back into the auditioning room. Don't take it for granted, that opportunity, and just do it happenstance. Oh, I got this, it's an air you should have, a confidence level.
Yes.
But know the work. Be able to service the script.
Yeah.
And I always say that. I'm like saying that consistently because I want you guys to win. Yeah. Right? Yes. Not just in my audition room, but in every audition room you go into. Absolutely. There's a level of confidence that you walk in with because you know your stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And then you're able to service the script. And I don't feel like you can go wrong with that.
You can't. Because once you do that, everything else is left up to the universe. It's in the universe's hands. And so you say, I did my role. I did my part.
Yes.
I came in, like you said, I've done the work. I serviced the script. And now I can let it all go.
Yes. Yes. But this is what I noticed. I've seen a couple of times. When you leave the audition room and you go out and people are studying and people are, I wasn't on my best. And like, I don't know what you guys do. I know for me, I meditate. Yes. I need some calm before any storm.
I share.
So my question is, get you a routine that calms you so that when you go in, you are able to produce, you're able to service, not just us, but yourself first, because you're doing yourself a disservice to go into an audition room not prepared, not confident, and not comfortable with the job at hand. Yeah. So
I agree, and that's one thing that I've learned, like you said, to find that routine and to find that space that you can get into, and that meditation is an automatic access to that. Especially when we go into the room, because a lot of the auditions that we have in Atlanta are self-taped, right? At least 85-90% of them are. But when we have that opportunity to go into the room, so even with the self-tape, have you a space, a time, a moment where you meditate, you breathe, and you've already done the work. So when you start to go into the scene, you're already present.
Yes.
You forget, man, you got to be present. And that's the most important thing, is to be present. If I can't preach anything else, it's to be present in every single moment. And when you're present, you guys are going to know it. As
you are.
Y'all are going to see it like, oh,
yeah.
Because now we're locked in. We're locked. We're completely at the mercy of whatever happens.
Yeah.
And so we haven't planned anything. Even if you plan something, once you've done that meditation, all that stuff is gone out the door. And now you're present to whatever happens in that room. And things happen. And it's like, all right, you got to be ready to play. You got to be ready to play.
And then trust the process.
100%.
With that, trust the process that is, you know, the audition space.
Yeah.
And use it to, you know, get you those things that you want.
Yeah.
And if it's that role, you know.
And you know what, Leslie, I've learned also this, not to be attached or to release the attachment. And so now it's like, I'm going in and I don't have any attachment to anything. So whatever happens is going to happen. Right. And all I can control is the present moment.
Yes.
How I'm living truthfully in that moment. Everything else is out of my control. So,
and you know what? Let me ask you this.
Yes,
Talk about, if you can, how you connect to your character. Because I talked about this last week, and last week's live was crazy.
Okay.
Another thing. But
yeah.
I really want people actors to really understand how important it is to really connect to the character.
Right.
As soon as you make up in your mind, this is a project I want to participate on.
Yes.
After you look at all the roles and character breakdowns, before you, as you're reading the description, how do you begin to connect with the character that you want to go out for? And the reason I'm asking you this is because I've seen auditions where, you know, you come in the room, you give them their spiel, you tell them, you know, I'm excited for you, let's do this, you got this. Yeah. And still people come in and they're excited and they're happy to be there, but they're not connected to the character. And then they want to say, well, how did I do? But I feel deep down in your heart, you know how you did. Before you ask that question, how did I do? So I feel like, how do you, I mean, for you as an actor, active actor, working actor, can you share some of the information about how you connect with the character before you go out to audition?
I think that's a dope question. And I've once again, what's up, everybody? Like, folks, it's like,
hey, everybody, thanks for coming in and sharing this.
With me, I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? Still learning, or I'm gathering bits and pieces from other actors that I see, right? And so one thing that I've taken from Margie Haber, she told us that we're not characters. We are living in a slice of life. So she's saying we're portraying these real people, right? Yeah. And so we're taking these slices of life and we're breathing life into it.
You're breathing life.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so like, so if I look at a particular breakdown, I'm like, or my agent sends me a role, it's like, whoa, you know what? Let me read this. And now let me do the work, creating a backstory.
Yes. Say it.
This person, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then of course, like, once again, bringing in some of the tools and techniques. Uda Hagen, she's like, all right, answer all these questions for the person that you're portraying, right? And so, you know, answering all these questions, like, what is their favorite food to eat? How do they feel about this other person? Like, what is my relationship with I'm saying? So like answering those key questions, and once those key questions are answered, now I am living this life.
Yes.
It's not, and so
the two have become one.
Right, and so that's what, and exactly, and so now she says the best acting is not acting.
It's becoming.
It's being. Yes, it's being. And so now I'm literally being for you. I'm being this person. Yeah. And so everything that I've created is authentic and is honest because it has a connection. Because it has connection. Not saying that Jason disappears, but now I can truthfully and honestly live this person and live the life of the person that I'm portraying for you.
Yes. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
And I had to, because that was one of the questions that we talked about last week. Mm-hmm. And I always wonder, because that's not my part, you know, I'm on the opposite side of your process.
Yeah.
I'm the one, and you have successfully done that in front of me. And so that's why I asked you today, what does that process look like for you? But I spoke about it last week and I said, you know, break down, you know, build a relationship with the characters, the people that are in that scene with you.
Yes.
How do you respond to what somebody said? When somebody really would say that to you, how do you respond to it authentically? How do you become, this is the person who you become.
Yeah.
But the beauty of it in every audition is, you know, what somebody named Charles would bring to it. And you got Charles going for a role, and you got Jason. It's differences in how you look, how you move, how you respond to emotions. Mm-hmm. All of those things create that, or go into that, you becoming that role, that character, that person, right?
Yeah.
And so when you perform, when you deliver, you're going to be different than Charles, because Charles's experiences that he's bringing to the table, the way he manages anger, way it's different. Yes. And so I want everybody that says, oh, I see Taraji's going up for the same role, I don't have a chance. But you do.
You do.
You really do. Because you bring an authenticness of who you are to each character, to each role that you portray, that you come into, that you become. Right. You bring your uniqueness to it. And I just really want to implore that to every actor, how important it is to understand that your uniqueness added to that just makes it dynamic. And then as the people on the opposite end see that we feel the authenticity, we see it, we believe it, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's good. That's good. And it's also really cool because like you said, we have our own experience, right? So you bring what you've experienced in life to the work. You bring it, you can actually bring your experience because we're real, because we're human, right? And so bring that to the work as well. Bring your true real life experience to the work. And so for Junebug, I was like, yo, I you know, I've suffered, or I've had moments where I was lonely. You know what I'm saying? And so so I was able to bring that real moment that I experienced in life to Junebug, right? Yeah.
So that's something, and I so appreciate you taking the time. I know you got something going on today. I know you're moving. I don't want to take up all your time, but thank you for coming in and blessing us with your presence, darling.
Thank you, Queen. As always, Leslie, you know what? It is truly always an honor and it's a joy to speak with you. And like I said, thank you for doing what you do, because, you know what I'm saying, it really means a lot for us to know that we have an advocate. As an actor, to know that we have an advocate who is going to speak up and who's going to cheer for us on our behalf.
Yeah, I love it. I love this thing. I love this thing. I love it a lot.
I love it a lot too. Me too.
All right, Jason, thank you so much, darling.
Thank you, Queen. Peace and blessings. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I mean,
Yes.
I love y'all. I love everybody. And remember, we are a community. So let's keep being abundant. Let's keep,
Yes.
let's stay in our abundance. And, that's what we are. That's what
Yes.
we are.
We got it. We gonna make some stuff happen.
Yes, indeed.
I love
Peace
it.
and blessings, Queen.
Thank you.
Thank you, love. Peace, y'all.
Oh. So guys, that was awesome. I love Jason and I love working with Jason. It's so many amazing actors that I work with or have worked with over time. And and you build those relationships. Robbie Reed is an amazing casting director, and she has relationships with actors that she's worked with over the years. And you build a community as a casting director. You know the talent, the people who are available, who are flexible, who want to see you win just like you want to see them win. So it's a give and take. It's a relationship. And this industry, I can't stress it enough how much relationship based this entertainment industry is. Okay. So Jason answered a lot of questions as it relates to, I really wanted him to talk to some of you guys about the audition process, getting to that process and what it looks like for him. Oh, thank you, Queen. Because when Jason auditioned, he was comfortable. He had connected with the character, and you can tell he methodically